Good afternoon, Secretary. Good to see you again. Thank you for being here, and thank you truly for always being available whenever I have any questions or comments. I do appreciate your willingness to answer any questions we have.
Thank you.
With that being said, looking at the governor's revenue projection for this year, as far as CNIT, there's a projection of $7.2 million hit. I believe that is solely just the rate change. Is that correct? It has no effect of combined reporting in there?
Yes.
Okay.
The expectation is that the main effect of combined reporting will be felt when the first year's tax returns begin to come in, and that would be in 2021.
And what number do we have associated to combined reporting for 2021?
Do you have this? So you're asking about a fiscal year
Fiscal year,
impact.
yeah.
That's 548 million.
That's net of the rate change, just on combined reporting.
That includes the rate decrease.
Yeah, but without the rate change, how much would combined reporting generate?
I don't know, we could get back to you with that number.
Okay. I have a sheet, I don't know who prepared this, if it was you or not, but it shows $1 billion and 88 in 2020 additional revenue from combined reporting impact.
Is that at the rate of 999?
That is CNIT combined reporting 2019-22 budget. I don't know where we got this from, but I assume it came from revenue.
It looks like
Okay. So with the assumption that combined reporting is going to produce almost $1 billion in additional revenue, the IFO testified earlier today that their number is about 10%, $340 million. And I feel like it's Groundhog Day because we've had this conversation in the past about, okay, what's the difference between what the IFO is saying and what revenue is saying, and what is the right number? I'm not advocating for one or the other. I just want to know where we stand. I know last year, Secretary, you had told me that it was mostly because of how we treat NOLs, and it's a very volatile situation with how we treat NOLs. So I'm making the assumption that we're going to have 40% limit on NOLs, and that was calculated, that was assumed in the $1 billion.
Without seeing that piece of paper, I'm going to say I assume
It doesn't
so.
say it on the piece of paper. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to analytically wrap my hands around this, and I'm not trying to beat a dead horse, but if the difference between the IFOs and the Department of Revenues is approximately $700 million in what additional revenues we will receive from combined reporting, and you're telling me that it's because of NOLs. So let's say that every single NOL that got cashed this year got eliminated through combined reporting. That's still only $430 million. So what am I missing?
I'm not sure I know.
Well, I'm not quite sure how to compare the two numbers, but I can speak to the NOL issue. The current NOL bank is enormous. It's in the billions of dollars.
I understand that.
To the extent combined reporting proposal would uncap an NOL, it would greatly decrease the revenue.
But we
received.
were working on the assumption that it was going to remain capped at 40%.
Yes, I'm just explaining that the uncapped would decrease the revenue. I think we'd have to look at the IFO numbers and the numbers you have to draw
I
comparisons.
really would like to see that because I don't want to play Groundhog Day again next year. I would like to at least know where we're at. With that being said, as far as we go through combined, if we do institute combined reporting, it's a issue that will get litigated, I'm sure, quite often, especially for what is the unit that is involved in combined reporting. Have you anticipated adding on any staff to handle all these issues?
No. What we would do essentially is focus on training our existing staff and getting them ready to administer our combined tax. We would also work on upgrading our computer system so that it's able to handle the additional complexity.
So any cost associated with it yet to be included in any budget proposal?
Yes.
Okay, and quickly, because I see my time's running out, I do have some concerns revenue-wise on where we stand right now presently with our PIT collections. Earlier, IFO had mentioned that they thought the reason why PIT collections were down in January were due to capital losses being offset. Is that your opinion, or is there something else there that we should be concerned about?
You know, this is something that we have been talking about, and the ultimate answer, of course, will arrive on April 15th. But having said that, we've had some conversation with CPAs who practice in this area, asking what are they seeing among their clients. And for some of them, the answer seems to be that there are fewer people who are making their fourth quarter payment in January, and they're going to wait until April to make the payment. And if that's the case, that would be good news. That would mean the revenue is coming, it's just delayed.
That's only if they have more income than they did in the prior year.
Sorry?
That's only if they have more income this year than they did the prior year, because they have to be safe harbored by January 15th or December 15th.
I understand your point. And it's also entirely possible that people lost enough money in the market in December that it's affected their capital gains. What we've seen in the past really is that when the market tanks, the initial tax effect may be positive, because it means that the market went down because people sold out of their investments and they're trying to preserve their capital gains before they disappear. And it isn't clear yet if the change in the markets has been large enough to have an immediate impact in that area.
I guess we'll wait till April 15th then.
Yes.
Thank you.